Really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets called. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just spewing.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, high deck, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quiz.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard,
Yes.
and the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record, that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
Right? But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 14.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
Who the hell? Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on the site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR.
$10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool
Filthy
because we have
animal.
2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know.
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one.
Shit.
We're live. What's up, party people?
What is?
Oh shit, we're live. How you doing? We're back. It's a study stream. What's up? What's up, Sixes?
Shit, what up, guys? Sixes Mafia, Toe Army. What up, guys? Eric, thank you for that sub. And shit, I almost accidentally fucking boomed out and hit stop streaming instead of like the scene I needed to go to. So we're off to a hot start. We're late as fuck. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get better. What up, Reese's?
Absolutely. Jelly, thanks for the 44 months. Contrast X for the 15. Hype train, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Hey.
What up, Meatball? Pucks for the 34 months. Thank you, brother.
The fucking Toe Army out there, the most dedicated. I was just telling Toe before this, guys. Tell me if you agree. Toe needs to start streaming again more on his own fucking channel, right? If you guys agree with that, type it in chat. I'm trying to talk his ass to get back into streaming. He needs to get back in there, right? You guys would watch. You wouldn't leave him out to dry. You guys would be in there chatting it up. 100 viewer average, first stream back. Fuck. Let's go. Chat nonstop moving. 100 subs. Bro. You're the most likable guy in this motherfucker. People hate me. They love you. Let's go.
Thank you. That's nice. It's nice for you guys to say.
Shit. You guys know what time it is, though. Get those poker coachings in the
I
chat.
mean, it's tough. You know, the toe charm is a powerful force.
Hell yeah, it is. You got to get back on the streaming streets, bro. You're gonna get fucking picked up by WPT as an ambassador fucking a week in. Just crazy shit's about to happen for this dude.
I hear Iggy's
What up,
looking
Carter?
for a good player to come on and take under their wing.
Spirit. We don't hate you. We are afraid of your hand-written power. Go. Set have young Adamo in this bitch. What up, Johnny?
Guys, while we're sitting here chat, poker coaching in the there you guys are doing it. There you go. Poker coaching in the chat for you to get in on the giveaway. I think we had a first time chatter, LB Titan. What up? Since we have some new people in here. The way this is going to work is poker coaching in the chat. I'm going to draw a winner from my stream. Six is going to draw a winner from his stream. We're going to pick one of these quizzes provided to us by Mr. Jonathan Little on his wonderful site, PokerCoaching.com. You guys will compete in the quiz, and whoever gets the highest score between the contestant on my stream and the contestant on Six's stream wins $5. Gamble on getting better at gambling. It's great. It's awesome.
Yep.
You going to say something, Sixes? I cut you off.
No, we're good, man. I was just about to say, get into that. Like, I think we had a few new people maybe potentially out there lurking. If you don't know what's going on, feel free to ask me. We got awesome communities, and get in there. It costs you nothing to be wrong, you know? Get in there, try it, and it's fun. Jellyfish, thank you for the 37 months. God damn, we getting old, aren't we? Good looking out, fam. I appreciate you. Look at you guys with your overlays.
Is that a sheriff star on your shirt?
Yes. I have family that is in law enforcement. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Shit, what up, Pucks? Cool. Yeah, we want to pick a quiz?
Sure, yeah. Oh shit. Contrast already just send me the $5, you know. You can't lie. The motherfucker's got results. You can't lie. Yeah, like,
back it up.
Yeah. All right, let me just go down to
There's narc.
Narc.
Yeah.
You guys kind of got where I was hinting at that, right?
Yeah, I got a fucking family and shit. What do you want me to do?
Aren't you usually running from the police?
What the fuck you trying to say?
You wear the sheriff star, so you're hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. See what I got to deal with? Goddamn.
So it's like, are you a cop?
Jesus.
You have to tell me, right?
These going to be MTT and cash game. Yeah, we mix. Go ahead, pick one, bro. Where we at?
I'm scrolling. Sorry, fucking fancy.
Jeez, booming.
2149.
2149. God damn, MC Cataracts. We're going way back. All right, pocket pair. 8 Affleck. All right, cool. Let's pick somebody.
Ready? Jambalance.
Oh shit, Jambalance.
Let's go.
Oh shit, Johnny Wank. What up, Johnny? You know what's good? You know how to, you know everything, how things work. If you have any questions, let us know. But for the most part, just guess, play the hand. Just play the hand.
Right,
Given the option.
Last person to enter, and she binks it. Bang.
Good vibes. Carry the mafia. Let's do it. Cool.
All right, ready?
2149. I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, in this hand, we have pocket eights in the cutoff. We make a standard raise here, and we get called by the button. We're playing about 60 big blinds deep. And the flop comes Jack 4 deuce rainbow. Should we check, bet 2 big blinds, bet 4 big blinds, or bet 6 big blinds?
I know what I'm doing. Monkey snap checks.
All right, cool. What are we doing here, guys? Raging L is all the fucking yay.
Check.
What up, D-Chen? Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Bro, betting 2. Jamblance betting 2.
Molten Ashes, check. Do not disobey the Affleck check rule. What is that? Johnny Walker, check. I said Johnny Walker, my guy. Where's my mind? I was just in the bar yesterday. Johnny Wayne, check. I got you. Sedhabs is betting 2. Check. Sedhabs.
He's only betting 2?
He's betting. Well, that's not a surprise.
It was just the amount was the surprise.
Yeah.
Jelly betting 2. Rainbow, we all
Cool. So Jack board deuce. You want to go first? We're checking over here, and I
we are
assume
betting
you're
2.
checking. Oh, you're betting 2.
Well,
Ooh. Ah.
we need to have a quiz on Poker Face because that wasn't it.
Nope, I lost that bitch instantly. That stings.
Yeah, I mean,
Your-
cutoff versus button is our one of
Your
our
ass
highest.
is wrong.
Yeah. Cutoff versus button is one of our highest check spots. We check out a position here just a heaping ton of the time.
70-30 or something.
Are we
I think
betting,
it's probably 70-30.
like for value? Are we betting as a bluff? If we're betting for value, what's worse the calls? If we're betting as a bluff, what's better that folds? Nothing and nothing. And so we check.
Johnny One Kenobi. Oh, I can't read. Johnny Wayne. Oh man, somebody stop me. Take this fucking platform from me. Ban me. All right, cool. Yeah, we're checking a shitload here. And then these hands are perfect candidates because are you betting for value or are you betting a bluff? Like Toad said, I think you could have some c-bets here. Obviously, all those hands that you could c-bet are probably mixing check as well because you want to check a lot when we're out of position. And the number one reason why is because that range that is flatting you is probably fucking tighter than your opening range.
Yes.
It's better than your opening range. That's it. Just know that. Just think of that. Just remember that in this spot. That range is better than yours. And you're out of position to it. So, cool. Outside of having aces, kings, queens, stuff like that. All right, let's do it.
Cool. I was just going to... okay.
Did you click it?
Yeah, I just did.
All right.
Out of position here in the cutoff, we just have too much air that misses this flop to be doing a lot of betting. We have too many 10-9 off, queen 9 off, king 9 off. The only real advantages we have on this flop are we have queens, kings, and aces. Both players can have ace jack. We're out of position. Yeah. We're deep stacked. All that kind of leads to a lot of checking on this flop. I think pocket eights falls clear in that category. If you are going to bet here, I think betting 2 big blinds is the only size I would use here, but I strongly prefer checking. And we face this third pot bet. Should we fold, call, raise to 6 big blinds, or raise to 8 big blinds?
Yeah, just on the blinds. Chart, guys, we were checking. Are you done?
I said 75, 70,
86% of the time.
86. God damn. Look
That's
at
with
that.
our range. Eights are checking 93% of the time.
Oh,
Picked up a nice little tidbit right away.
Well, Johnny, we ain't going back on your name. You're Johnny Wink from here on out. I hope it's not disrespectful, but there it is. We ain't going back. No taking backs.
Hey, everybody in the Army calling. Jam Lance, Matt, Bro, Jelly, Titan, Monkey.
I'm gonna give it
Meatball.
10 seconds to see if somebody griefs this. Otherwise, we're gonna move on instantly. All right, nobody's griefing it. Snap call.
Yep.
Nothing else. No other option. Let's just move on. You can't do anything else.
Too bad to raise, too good to fold.
Yep. Let's do it.
Pretty standard call here. I'd raise some queens, kings, and aces that I check, some ace jack, some king jack, some top pairs. Bluffs would come from king 5 of hearts, king queen would be a good hand, blocking king jack, queen jack, having overcards so jack 10, ace 3, ace 5, maybe an ace 4, ace deuce, blocking pocket fours, pocket deuces, and clearing up some equity from 8-7 suited, for example. Getting that hand to fold would be pretty good. That's kind of maybe 5-6 suited. That's where a lot of my raises would probably come from. But this hand is just kind of a crystal clear call. I don't really see anything do anything else. King of clubs on the turn. Not going to be doing any leading here. Just pure check, and they check back. 7 of diamonds on the river. Should we check? Bet 3 big blinds. Bet 6 big blinds. Or bet 10 big blinds.
Ooh,
funny story just came to mind. There's a Twitter thread that's going on right now about major hands in poker that had they gone one way versus the other way, they would have caused a difference in history, right? The Chris Moneymaker versus Phil Ivey hand and that kind of stuff. And I saw someone post the Affleck versus Duhamel hand in that thread.
Yeah. Matt's here working for PC, just doing his thing, grinding. If he wins that, he's got a yacht.
He's got
on the fucking
he's like high likelihood to win the main, right? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, things check. This one check on the turn. I was ADDing about Matt Affleck's terrible beat. This one check on the turn, it looks like. Thin value spot for Titan. 3 bigs.
Button range is probably too strong to
Good
block
button.
bet here. Check. We have showdown value. I don't know. I'm almost positive if we go over value, it's super thin and very exploitative. I say check, Eric says. I think this is slightly too thin to block. I'll check. Check. Everybody's checking. We have showdown value. Everybody.
I got a decent mix
D-Chin.
of check and blocker on my side.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of feel the same. Like I'm kind of mixing between check and blocker. I think I would probably blocker.
I'm 3.
And bet 3.
Go 3.
Yeah.
Because think about all the things that can happen positively for us here. I don't think we ever get raised. I don't think we get raised too often. And if it is, it's not usually as a bluff. And if somebody's doing it as a bluff, good for them, right? And we can certainly get caught by worse.
Mm-hmm.
We decrease the times that
we
like if he has a jack, right, and we check, we're just playing a higher variance like game of him bluffing sometimes and us value owning ourselves in like bluff catching.
Yeah, and if we check, he's got a jack. He bet something like 8, whereas
he goes
8.
We bet 3, and we still can get called by worse as well. Don't think he doesn't have ace 4, ace deuce, ace 7, 6s, 5s that stabbed, and then feels sometimes compelled to call here. Ace 10 sometimes. I don't know. I feel like their range is capped from like the strongest hands. He obviously doesn't have 2 pairs and stuff. So I go 3 here, and I think there's some benefit to it. But I could see just check calling. It just feels like that game gets really hard sometimes, right, Toe?
Yeah.
If they go fucking 8, and you're like, God damn it, I feel like I always have to call here.
Yeah.
You call, and it's like you lose sometimes.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
Like all of
that.
All right. Yes to all that. Yeah. Affleck lost millions of value in that hand, Jelly. And I'd be a little careful going the 1.5 here.
10%.
Pucks. Just realize that sometimes that induces craziness. So.
And because that 10% range is never really strong. But this 3 can certainly be better doing it with the king or jack. It's really hard. But we're gonna check here. I want to run this in. I think check could probably be the best. I'm unsure. I'm just saying what I would do here.
I have it up, so I can do that.
All right. Cool. All right, let's do it. Check.
And
beautiful.
Shit, I don't know what happened.
These are important, guys. Listen to this. Listen. This is important.
Very, very important spot here in No Limit Hold'em.
Yes.
When you are out of position, you get to bet a lot more hands like this. So like with pocket 8s here, I'm going to bet like 3 big blinds, bet small. And generally here out of position, like if your hand has something around 60% equity or more, you want to be betting it. Because when you check, they're not going to value bet a 7. So if you check, they're going to check back a7 on the river. However, if you bet, you're likely going to get called by a7. So betting is going to outperform checking for that reason, because when you check, your hand's just a bluff catcher. So it's the same, pocket 8s would be the same as ace queen here, for example. And so we'd rather just check ace queen and bet pocket 8s. And then check hands that have, like check like a pair of 4s.
Yep.
Not strong enough to value bet with a pair of 4s. With 8s here, we can get called by ace 4, ace deuce, pocket 5s, pocket 6s, pocket, tons of different types of hands. It just is going to outperform checking, since betting 3 big blinds is kind of close to the same as checking. So yeah, I like betting small here. It's not strong enough to bet big. If we had a king here, we could bet really big. This player probably doesn't have, king 9 or better since they check the turn. They're probably going to maybe have some jack X. We're going to get called here and lose to, jack 10. That's fine. Because jack 10 is probably going to bet anyways if we check. So
yep.
I like betting here a lot. I think it's kind of borderline mandatory. And if you're not betting these
100%.
types of hands in these situations,
you got to. I find a lot of bets
turn,
in these kind of spots where you go check. Here's the solve for this as well. In case you kind of want to see the spot, thank you to Toe for running this for us. But you can see how much betting we do here. And then we also have a lot of polarized over bets. I mean, you can see we go all in, 300% pot, 150. These are our most used bet sizes outside of just going small. You got like, what, 20% going gigantic? And I don't think people are playing this spot well at all. I think too many people just fucking check, hope to get the showdown, face 8, and then they're in hell nonstop every fucking spot. So we have a 25.
Ooh, eat this. 22. River Costas.
Hey, let's go. Johnny Wayne. Let's go. Congrats, bro. Make sure to whisper me, okay? Your PayPal, and I'll ship you a 5-spot sometime in the next 5 to 7 days. Or today and 1 in 7 days.
The big thing here, Jamless, too, is you said we don't turn
you.
good pockets into bluffs. The thing is that this is kind of
this is not a bluff.
Blocker and value, not bluff.
When people say a bluff, you must remember their range is fairly fucking capped when they check the turn. They're not checking the turn in position, not building a pot with a deep SPR with their good hands. They have to bet those. So when they fucking check, our equity shoots up with all these pairs, and we can get caught by worse single pair hands. And we don't want to be in hell facing big ass bets.
Is it Sunday? Because you're out there preaching.
I'm ready. We're ready for a big day tomorrow. Let's fucking eat. Good shit, brother. And he's gonna gift it and roll it over, man. That's very nice, and we appreciate that. Thank you so much. So he's gonna roll that over for the next winner here, or I can gift this up. But I think we roll it over, maybe. Cool. Let's do another keyword. Go ahead, Toe. You know I'm gonna do something corny as shit if you don't.
I don't know.
Uh-oh. You got 3 seconds.
Do your dumb shit. Go ahead.
Cat Jam!
Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
Get it out the way. It's Cat Jam. Lowercase cat, uppercase jam. Lowercase cat, uppercase jam, baby. You know what time it is.
I try and keep it fresh, but it's hard 5 years in the game to like keep it fresh.
Don't even keep it fresh. Look at the chat right now. That shit is so hard. Hell no, that shit is hard.
I still can't get that shit to work on my stream. I don't know what's up. We've tried and tried and tried.
Boomtown.
I'm actually like an IT nerd by trade. Everybody I know comes to me for the IT advice, and I can't get that shit to work.
When it comes to childish apps, I got you.
Just can't get it to work. I've tried everything.
When it comes to childish video game apps, I got you.
Jerome, we going to that NoFX show? I gotta buy my ticket. Goddammit.
No home, Jerome. Cool. You want to do another one? You want to pick it?
Yeah. I'll pick something at the top this time. Let's I want something where like the damn subject doesn't quite give it away, but every Jonathan Little says marginal made hand. And marginal made hand. If you could look at your opponent and tell.
It does say that. My goodness, we got to change it up. Maybe we should.
I think they just copied the same subject because they have all those Affleck ones that say short stack and they're not short stack. Let's do 2202.
2202.
Matt, the NoFX is doing their last tour, and their very last show is in LA, and they just released it. So it's actually the last show like ever.
Damn, how long they been around? God
83.
damn. Sheesh.
And, like I've been listening to them every day since '94 or something.
I don't even fuck with that kind of music.
Yeah,
I just heard that name since I was a kid.
They look like old.
Wale in the house. What's up, champ?
Old school punk.
All right, cool. So we're gonna do 2202, 10K main event hand, marginal made hand, JL, and yep, I'm ready to roll it whenever you are, brother.
Yep. Oh, let's roll it.
Yep.
Matt Nickel. We're just hitting you with the army.
Damn.
Matt Nickel.
Damn. It's a Canadian. He's gonna overplay something. We got him. Come on, Carter. We got him. Carter, he's gonna punt.
That's amazing.
He's gonna overplay the fuck out of something. Let's get him.
Anchors Away is like one of my favorite.
Let's just wait for him to punt, okay? Be patient. Cool. 2202. I'm ready.
Ready? Contest just got on Global, and he's been hanging out in the stream the last few days, and all he's talked about for like the last 3 days is winning a trophy. He's so excited to have the potential of winning a trophy.
Oh yeah. So, he's about to go hard as hell. It's gonna happen.
It is gonna happen. All right, let's do it.
Yep.
Here we have ace, 9 of clubs in the World Series of Poker main event. Under the gun opens it up to 1,200, folds to us in the big blind. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 3,600, or re-raise to 5,000?
Ace 9 suited.
Well, we have to ask Matt what he's doing. Three betting is certainly an option. Carter, where you at?
All
You in here? What up,
calls,
champ?
And then surprisingly, the tight guy, Jerome, 3-betting it.
Hey.
Says
Setups in
he
there.
will overplay this by just calling.
We can be pretty quick on this, you know. Call. Yep, no 3-bet. I'm not 3-betting.
Yeah, no, this good ace is like, we don't want to 3-bet this and get 4-bet. 1, 2, like the raise is coming from under the gun, which is a tighter condensed range. And so that's a problem as well. Just flick it in and see your flop and be good.
Yep, you ready?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's just snap call.
Yep.
Snap call. I clicked it.
Yep.
We're definitely not folding. Calling is obviously fine. The question is this a decent re-raising hand? And look, I don't mind re-raising the ace-x suited some portion of the time. Against under-the-gun raisers, I think we'd prefer to have the lower ace-x suiteds, or maybe slightly better even. But look, if you wanted to re-raise this to something like 5,000 because we are so deep stacked, some portion of the time I think it's fine. I'm not going to say it's a bad play by any means. But against under-the-gun raisers, I usually am kind of cautious. You don't want to re-raise small to 3,600 because then we're going to get called every time and the opponent's not making an error by calling at all with anything. So we are going to want to make it a little bit bigger. That also helps to take away our post-flop disadvantage due to being out of position. Flop comes 5-5-3. We're going to check everything. Check. Turns a king of spades. Should we check? Bet 1,000, bet 2,000, or bet 3,000?
Pucks. What is your 3-bet range here, Pre? You 3-bet anything? Are you 3-betting ace jack, ace queen, ace 10? Does this ace 9 ever mix? Just trying to think about my 3-bet range here versus this.
I'm not 3-betting enough, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, you ain't gonna be 3-betting that much. Like I'm assuming you're gonna be able to mix flat or flat a lot with ace queen, ace jack.
God, we're 100 bigs deep too. Fucking hell.
Maybe ace 5, ace 4 or some. I mean, ace 10, not using ace jack. Definitely don't. I don't like the 3-bet ace queen from here. Probably flat ace.
I mean,
queen.
it is pretty scarce. It's heavily like aces, kings, queens, obviously. Queens mixing.
I bet
like,
this is the kind of spot early you can flat ace king, but I ain't done it once in my life.
Yeah.
Can you flat ace king here?
It's 50-50 folder call.
Is this?
Yeah.
Never,
actually,
ever.
ace king O is 50-50.
I remember seeing. I think I
Ace
remember
king
seeing
suited
that, and I
pure.
never ever do it.
And then a lot of your raises actually come from suited connectors. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 6,
Hey!
9, 9,
Coverage
10.
like a motherfucker.
And then like speckles of things, but mostly like those things, and then queens.
What are you
clubs.
doing with ace jack and ace
Flat,
jack and
pure
ace
flat.
queen? Ace jack pure flat. Don't do it, guys.
Suited and not pure flat.
Jacks pure jacks mixing.
Like 80% flat.
Yeah, there it is, guys. Stop 3-betting jacks to this. You get fucked up.
Yeah, it's the early open is the problem.
All right. Anyone leading this turn? What'd it do? Carter's checking. Oh no, I was reading it from before, right? Is this from this, Carter? Or are you checking this?
Looks like everybody checking.
D Chin's checking. Molten Savage ashes. Checking. Pucks.
Fix that range. Yeah, that was pre min mat.
There it is. Set habs. Probes.
Matt, what do you? I was so excited to check raise flop, and it went check. Try to be aggressive. They won't let you, Matt.
Your ace high is probably going to be fucking check calls as well, but I'm just whatever. If you probe, it should be more polar. D Chin says. Ooh.
That's so fucking weird.
All right.
Check.
Carter's checking as well.
Whole army's checking.
So
Whole army's checking.
the whole army, even the general,
Even the general.
even the fucking.
We got
general.
showdown value. Like, this is a decent ace. I don't turn decent ace into a bluff.
It's not only that, this king is better for his range as well. Of course, we're going to have 5, but I wonder if we want to use slightly worse hands with gut shots and backdoor flush draws and have a more polar strategy because we're going to have 5s in our range, right? We still going to have a ton. So when I do something here, it's going to be like 4-6, spades, 8-9, like 8-9, queen X of spades, all that kind of shit of spades, little like, and then straight draws and gut shots. And then these ace highs feel like they would just be in a checking region. Since I want to be polar and I'm going to use draws, I don't know if I'm going to do a goddamn thing with this. So I'm checking.
Let's see how smart he is.
Let's see. I
That's
check.
pretty fucking smart. So your only bet size, by the way,
It's big as fuck.
is 300% pot.
Yeah, you only want to be
300%
polar.
pot or
I'm sorry, I
nothing.
kicked it. I checked it. I'm sorry, I clicked it.
Oh, no worries.
No. Yeah, it makes, so if you think about that, you guys that want to probe small and shit doesn't make any sense.
Not this deep. And you can
Not
see
this
like
Big.
I see the board. It's like all your 5x and then like sixes was saying 4-7, 6-4, things that can't have showdown but have straight draws and stuff. Ace 4, ace 5 type of stuff. Like
Yep.
yeah. All right, clicking it.
Oh, I clicked it, yeah.
Oh, you were talking.
The
so I
king
didn't
is one of the worst cards in the
was
deck
waiting,
for
I was
us
waiting.
because if you think about the opponent's check back range, it's going to be a lot of ace high, which we're, probably losing to, a lot of king high, which just improved, and a lot of weaker hands like queen high, like queen jack suited and whatnot, assuming those do even check the flop. And for that reason, we're just going to want to check. The opponent may continue checking the queen high. They're going to check a lot of the ace high that we beat. And, if they have a king, it's obviously terrible for us. If we do check and they bet, we probably will just fold immediately. Unless we think the opponent's super loose and splashy. The thing is a lot of super loose and splashy players are going to bet the flop with everything. You always want to consider which hands really want to check back the flop. And I think that's going to be a lot of medium strength ace high and some king highs. So against medium strength ace highs like ace 10, ace jack, etc., and king high, well, we're in terrible shape. So if we do face a bet here, we are just going to fold. Check, check, though. River's an ace. We get there. Should we check? Bet 1,000, bet 2,000, or bet 3,000?
Go. You always want to consider. There, we do hear that a lot. That's funny. All right. What now? This is fun. What now? D-Chen says our kicker doesn't play, so maybe 1K setups goes to Carter's checking again and cheat to win. Good afternoon, brother. Checking. Pot.
Jerome going pot. Monkey checking. Those are either pot or check. You know what I mean?
Can definitely get value from King X and worse pocket pairs.
I don't know how much King X checks the turn.
Why would it?
Yeah.
I mean, from there, it's at least a two
This guy's
street.
got
It's
literally
two
has
streets
no
potentially.
hand.
Why would it check? Why would I can't check. How many pocket pairs check the flop?
I do have a polarized audience, Monkey. They're not linear. They're very polar.
I think we are chopping at worst. Eric says 2K. Yeah, this is pretty cool because I'm seeing everything. This is great.
No, Army's pot or nothing.
Now I'm seeing 2K. I've seen the 1K.
Oh, Missy.
Oh,
Missy changed her mind. She was pot. What are you doing now? Titan says, check ace 9 suited and bet better like ace 10, ace jack. I call pre. So bet better ace X to get called by worse ace X. Except the thing here is with the king out there, we split against all ace X.
All right. I'm ready. What are you doing here, Toe?
The funny thing is, I think in game, I would probably check just thinking this guy is so fucking capped. Like, I have no value target and I need him to bluff.
He's not capped. He has a lot of ace X that also got here.
We split with all of it.
But we split with those hands. But is it going to be good for us to maybe have him bluff something like Jack 10 Queen Jack or something like that. Yeah, he would think he has showdown, but maybe he feels like compelled to make a 3 or under pair fold.
Does
Right?
queens or
What
jacks?
if he can just turn something into a bluff? 8, 9, 9, 10, even though we block some of those. Jack
Does
9,
queens or
Jack.
jacks check flop, Jerome?
I'm checking, by the way. I think check.
So
But maybe we go check or 1K.
Yeah,
check
yeah,
or
yeah,
1.
yeah.
It's either check or 1.
Solver pure 1 with all aces,
Yeah, I mean,
which I
1.
thought was
Okay.
surprising. Like even things like ace 3 and like ace 4.
Yeah, because the 1
pure
just gets called by the under pair and shit like that. We chop so
Which I
much.
thought
Just
was
go
interesting.
1. Because he's so capped, he just checks with under pair that might call you for 1. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
1. All right, we checked.
I would have checked the game. Sixes obviously would have checked the game too in the moment.
Some.
So,
Yeah, just 1. Let's do it. Check.
right.
1.
While we did improve, you always want to consider the opponent's
Jail's on
range.
as well.
And
Jail's
I
on,
think
right.
most of the range that's going to check back the flop and the turn is going to be ace high. And if you think about the ace high we're likely against, we actually lose to a large chunk of it. Or chop with a large chunk of it. Could the opponent have ace king? I mean, kind of unlikely because they're likely to bet the turn, but, you know, they could have it. Against ace, queen, ace, jack, ace 10, and all the other ace X, we're chopping. And if we bet our hand, they're always going to call with an ace. So we don't extract any value from the ace. The question is will they ever have a king? I think most kings are just going to bet the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could extract some value with a king with a medium bet of something like 2,000. But, yeah, you know, they probably don't have a whole lot of kings. If they do have a hand like pocket queens, I mean, that would be a bizarre hand to check back the flop, but they may still just fold on this river to any bet, given it's so easy for me to have a ace, a king, or a 5. So the question becomes, how do we get them to bluff at this pot? And I think the only answer is to check. Also, if they do happen to have a random king, they may value bet it anyway if we do check the river, because we have checked all 3 betting rounds.
Actually.
So I think the play here is to check. Also, just in GTO world, I think whenever the turn is really good for the opponent, we should check basically everything. And here the river is really good for the opponent, so I think we should also check basically everything. If we are going to bet, I do think we could go for the medium size of something like 2,000. I think 3,000 may be a little bit greedy because then we're only going to get called by a king and never under pairs. And I don't think we want to go tiny like 1,000 because I'm not even sure queen high calls. So I think checking is the right play, but if you told me you wanted to bet 2,000, I guess it's fine. We check, and now the opponent goes 2,000. Should we fold? Call.
What are we doing here?
Raise to
Just
6,000.
snap call.
Or raise to 22,000.
We're not.
Call
We ain't having no discussion about this. Snap fucking call at this point. There ain't nothing else we can do. Yeah, I was trying to think about what you said there, Pucks. I was thinking about it. I'm not sure. The solver's going to bet more than population. The population's going to be playing more face up. The solver's going to actually just bet a lot of its range on this flopping position.
Yeah, there's no reason to raise this. Like we split with all ace X. Like we're never getting called by worse. Yeah, there's no reason to raise this.
We are not folding. We are chopping here a large
It's
chunk
3
of the time
minutes?
against
Hell
an ace,
no.
but whatever.
We
We'll
ain't
just call
listening
it
to all
there.
3 minutes, are we?
Now, some people may think, should we raise for value?
For a river
small
call?
to try to get called by a king.
Let me
Because
hear
they're
about the
obviously
river
going to call
raise,
with an
and then
ace, but
we'll
what if they
cut it-
have
we'll cut it
a
short.
king? They may decide to hero call us for a small raise. And I don't think that's going to happen. Also, we could be beat here. There's some chance they are sitting here with pocket kings, ace king, ace 5 suited, 5-4 suited, etc., and they're just playing it really weird. So I don't think we're actually extracting any value by raising small. The next question becomes, should we raise gigantic and try to force them off of a chop?
Right,
If they do have ace
I'm
queen,
done.
right?
Get me out. We ain't beat. Yeah, and
switched
if you are, you lose the 2K. As did we.
What?
Yeah, we switched it. Carter,
We
you know
switched
how
it.
Carter operates in the paint? Too
Yeah, but
big.
we did it prettier.
Nah, Carter's on the paint, on the block, too big. Drop step, 2-hand.
All right, call
Good
it. Heads or
work.
tails.
Heads or tails, Carter? Or the first one. I don't give a shit. One of you guys. It's a flip. If we want to raise for value here, why not bet for value ourselves? We ain't talking about raising, is he?
Raise
Hell
for
no.
value implies that you can get called by worse. What's worse that's
Yeah.
calling?
Yeah, they hadn't. Did anybody call heads or tails yet?
Matt said Carter should call it.
Carter, come on. Let's get it, Cletus. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. We don't need another. No, we don't. No. Why aren't we seeing the hand result?
Matt just said Carter can have the $5.
We clicked. We
He's not-
clicked all the way through.
He's not here for the money. He's here for the.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't even think about the hand result. I just thought we were gonna call and it was gonna be He had the ace fucking king, bro. Did you click through it?
No.
He had ace
Ace
king when we called. Thank you, Spirit, for calling that out.
And there you go. Don't raise it.
We flatted. Don't raise. We flatted the 2K and he checked ace king on the turn. A hand that needs no protection technically there.
Mm-hmm. Did someone call it?
Yeah, we Carter. Oh, they still flipping?
I flipped it, but no one called it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, he called heads. He said heads.
It landed on heads.
It landed on heads. That means you win $10, brother. Hit me up. You know where to find me. I've shipped you money before. I got you. Make sure you win a 10 spot. Buy yourself a nice smoothie or something. I don't know. Some beer.
Is this
All right,
$10? What the fuck?
Hell yeah, smoothie's about $10. What the fuck?
Expensive.
Bitches are expensive as hell. Cool.
What does the solver say about checking ace king on the turn? I don't think it does, but let's see. No, it. I mean,
Nice job, brother. Right.
80-20 bet versus check.
Oh, so it does it. Nice. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you know, like,
Yeah, you need no
a little
protection,
bit, right?
We're capped as
Yeah.
fuck and blah blah.
Yep. Cool. You got it. You have a keyword or?
It's Christmas time. Grinch.
Grinch. Sheesh. Evil. Grinch is the keyword. You could just give 2 subs. All right, fine. Let me see if I can go to my
Nobody
channel.
wants your money.
Nope, it's bad. It's like actually cursed
Well, they just
money.
learned
They
that you
know it.
never actually send it, so they just said,
I do.
Just,
They
just
said,
give
"Fuck
sub it.
this."
Fuck it. The audacity.
How do I fucking do this in my own channel?
In chat, if you pop out chat, there's a gift sub button at the very top. It's new.
Oh
Your
shit.
chat popped out. I actually really just noticed it a few minutes ago. It's funny that it came out.
All right, let me see if I can do this.
All right.
All right, Grinch is the key word. We're getting that in there. I'm trying to fucking figure out how to do this.
And then 2198 is the quiz. The quiz is titled Mid-Sizz Multi-Whiz.
Why is it doing this?
6 is stingy as fuck. It's right.
I'm trying to do it. It's not. I keep clicking the button, and is it gonna keep like? I'm out here struggling in the pain, bro. All right, I'm sorry. Cool. What are we doing now? You pick
2198.
2198. I just gifted randomly out there. Bang, there it is. What up, Beto? And quiz number 2198.
Mid-Sizz Multi-Whiz.
Are you going to grind after this? Wale says, hell no. I don't play Sundays, man. I need everything.
Saturdays.
Yeah, Saturdays. I don't play Saturdays, excuse me. No Saturday poker. I need everything for Sunday. Everything. 2198. Oh, little Evan cash game quiz. This would be fun. Oh, my cash game grinders out there. We love it. Oh, shit. I did something to the eligibility, and it looks like everybody but the past 2 winners are in there. So if you're in chat, your ass is in there. Let's do it. I am ready to roll it whenever you are.
You don't play Sundays? Oh, it says no DJ never. What the?
No Saturdays. No
Got
Saturdays.
it. Got it, Contrast. I misread that. There's a lot of players that are against playing Sundays. I've seen that's not a uncommon thought process.
Cardigan. Get your ass in there. SC, what up?
We rolled it.
Who you got?
Hollywood.
Hollywood. Get to say it. I love it. Hollywood. He's dead, though. GG. Bye-bye.
You don't even have a contestant.
Dead. Yeah, we do. Cardigan.
Oh, all right.
Shit. And we're doing the cash game one, so let's do it. You ready?
Let's do it. Yep.
Hello, Poker Coaching members. Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com, coming at you with another cash game quiz. We're playing our usual 51 no limit Texas Hold'em over on PokerStars. We're in a 5-handed game with a reg. I'm Not sure if this guy's a reg or not, and this James Hare on 99 guy you will recognize from a previous quiz. He was playing absolutely insane with an 80 VPIP. On this table, he only has a 50 VPIP so far, 3 out of 6 hands, but I can promise you as the session went longer, this number went higher and higher and higher. So we get a raise from Guitarzan, one of our regs on a gun to 3, a flat from James Hare on 99, who again, remember, it says 50 VPIP, but it's really higher than that, and folds around to us in the big blind. What should we do? Should we fold, call, 3-bet 2 $9, or 3-bet 2 $15?
Oh, shit. 80 VPIP equals French Canadian. It's Canadian dollars here. It could be.
I don't think our guy is here. I might have to re-roll it. Let me see. Cardigan, you here? Going once. Going twice.
The whole
3 times.
army calling. Call,
And his ass is gone. What up, Metal Mario? Good to see you, fam. Welcome, welcome. You playing today? Do you play Saturdays, Mario? Re-rolling now. Yep, he gone. Yeah, he gone. Oh, good fate. Jellyfish. Let's go. About to get the free sub as well, pretty much. Let's do it. Might play some today. Usually just play Sundays. I feel you. Same here. Cool. What are we doing this hand, guys? Jellyfish is calling. Not surprised. Set Habs. What are we doing? Wait a minute. I thought I saw it. Was it 15? Yep, Raging Owl 15.
Set Habs or Owl or both?
15. I'm looking for what Set Habs is doing. Set Habs call. Hey. I like a flat, though. Squeezing might not be terrible. Well, were we listening to what how people were playing? You were saying this guy had an extremely high VPIP and is probably pretty loose passive. Does that change your thoughts on what you do in this spot? Why would I want to narrow their range with middling pair? Okay. Jellyfish going fit. Nah, you ain't going 15 now, are you? Jellyfish that's 15.
You got tired of being called a nit.
Ruh-roh. Damn.
Stands all he can stands and he can't stand no more.
We get him to spaz out. Poke the bear. Fuck it. 15 it is. Boss hog. All right, I'm doing this, Jellyfish. You know this, right? We're raising. All right. 15 it is for Jellyfish. I'm flatting like a muppet.
Yeah, I'm pure call too. I mean, I guess I don't hate 3-bet against a guy who's loose passive, right? So he's going to call. We're probably going to lose the undergun one player. Spaz is going to call and then hopefully check fold on the flop. But bloating this out of position is scary. Only if you're Jellyfish rich.
Jellyfish rich. All right, we're Jellyfish rich and we're doing it.
He just had a huge score.
Billionaire Boys Club.
Sat into the scrimmage, I think it was, and hit for 6.
Sheesh.
Final table.
How the fuck you learn how to play, man? We're teaching these kids too much about poker, man. Where's my cut? Where's my cut? All right, 15.
We're calling. Let's do it.
Now, as I always like to do, we're going to consult the pre-flop charts from PokerCoach. Now, we don't have three-handed situations here. We only have heads-up situations. But what we can see is if we're facing a raise from the hijack, and we're in the big blind with eights, that eights is usually going to be flatting, mixing in a little bit of 3-betting. If the raise was coming from the cutoff, again, still a mixing strategy, and even from the button, we're still going to be doing some mixing, but mostly going to be calling. So eight's generally going to fall into the category of calling. And generally in these situations where there is a raise and a call, unless the players calling are extremely loose, I like to call with my pocket pairs, close the action, see a flop guaranteed, see if we can connect with that third eight for a little 8-8-8 jackpot. Now that being said, because of how loose, wild, and maniacal James Heron is. I shouldn't say maniacal. His aggression's not that high. He's just really loose. There is some temptation to isolate here. And if we're going to do that, then 3-betting to 15 would be the play. If we go to 9, we're just going to get called in both spots. And we've unnecessarily inflated a pot out of position before our hand is improved. So if we're trying to isolate, we could make it 15 here, try to get a heads up. The only downside is if we get 4-bet by Guitarzan or if James back raises, we're just forced off our hand. And this is the kind of hand that we just really want to see a flop with multi-way to see if we can improve to bingo. 9-8-7, middle set. And this is one of those rare opportunities where rather than immediately checking it to our opponents, I'm going to ask you, what would you do? Would you check on this flop, or would you like to lead out for half pot, full pot, maybe a little 150% pot here? Let me know.
Oh, shit. I've been getting crazy.
Bro.
I've been hinting at getting cray-cray.
1.5 BBs for Raging Al. Check for the sad habs. And Mario, what side you leading out?
Everybody checking.
Carter's check. Jellyfish, what'd it do? We can still win.
Objection, leading the witness.
Beto, check.
I know multi-way donking ranges, Monkey, just for the record.
Never checking this board. Pot!
Just for the record.
Fucking lead pot. Lead pot.
Oh, Matt leveling. Says no shot Evans check as optimal answer after giving the speech.
Oh, shit. Half pot for Jay. Feels like this is not a trick. Hint? 5. Half pot. That's what I would lead here. Bunch of half pots. Jellyfish pot in this bitch. Still check here. Out of position 3 ways. Checking gives both. I don't know, man. He had that good ass coffee this morning or something, man. He's on it. I don't think we ever lead this board when Guitar and James both have Jack 10 suited in their range. Board slightly too hard. Too high. I know what you mean, Molten. Yeah, I don't know if we ever get the lead here. All right, this is very debate. People feeling grips got it in people's heads here. Now people want a pot lead, fucking half pot leads. But yeah, cool. What are you doing here, Tuff?
Never.
Or what is the?
I don't think we ever lead 9 high boards. Leads are usually they would come in. You see it a lot in 7 high boards, 8 high boards, kind
5,
of
6, 7, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 is too high. But like if this was 6, 7, 8, right? You might have some leads. Yeah, and also leads are tend to be small. I think half pot like 5 is way too big. 10, 15, way too big. Leads are generally going to be small. So all of those things make me check.
Yeah, I mean, I would always check here. I don't think I would ever lead unless you showed me a solve where you can. I haven't seen one for multi-way for boards this high yet.
Yeah.
I think some of the ones
it's the same as heads up, like the lower end ones. Yep.
Yeah, the lower ones, because like I think one thing we're gonna have happen as well when we do lead, there's still a lot of equity shifting turns on this when both players have full all the 10x Jack X, right, in their range as well. So that's why the 5, 6, 7 boards, 4, 5, 6 boards are a little bit better. I guess
and generally your lead size is going to be like 3.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have seen some iterations in cash where maybe some of those ones we saw, there's some bigger ones. But yeah, I'm checking. But it does feel like Evan's setting us up for being able to lead here. He has to be setting us up for it. So it's probably going to be a reasonable option to do this.
Let's see if it's a Fugazi.
Let's see if he's setting your ass up for failure or if it's actually leading us to water. Let's do it. We're potting it. Let's go.
It's a spot where leading out is definitely something we can consider. It's even better if both of the players are weaker players, because if you're up against someone who's like a really nitty player or a weak type player who just doesn't like folding over pairs, leading out here might induce a raise from one of those hands that's trying to protect. Guitarzan, though, pretty solid reg. He's going to know what's going on. He knows this board can connect with us pretty well, and I think the rabbit's going to be out of the hat. The cat's going to be out of the bag if we choose to lead out here. We're probably not going to get a lot of action from him. If we are going to lead out, I like going on the larger size, not full size, but I think I like going for about 10 here. We need to protect against a lot of things, a lot of straight draws possible. That being said, we could be up against Jack 10 and already be in trouble. So I like checking, but I wanted to give you the option to see if you ever lead at this board. This is one of those boards in the big blind that we might have some leads on. If the 9 was a 6, even more so.
That's what I said.
And it checks to James Heron, who bets $20. Bets $20 into a pot of 10.
Got him.
What should we do? Flop decision number 2. Should we fold, call, raise 250, or go all in?
I have thoughts. Now this is where we go like off solver, right? Because we're in no man's land now. But I have thoughts. Some basic poker fundamentals.
Yeah, don't hold thoughts because we want to see what these cats are going to do. We're about to see people lose control of their bodies, I'm sure.
This 50 is just streaming through my chat right now.
Raging out, ripping it.
Contract's going 50.
Drop the fucking hammer, all in. You knew that. I knew Jellyfish was just going to jam this shit.
Gentleman says, not much check raise. You don't check raise much against overbets? ?
Yep, but if it ain't much, what portion of the range do you use? Not much is not zero.
Jack 10.
No.
Definitely use Jack 10. 5-6.
Call in the middle. No
5-6 might be in there.
Abba. Yeah, I don't think we have
6-10.
a single
6-10's in there.
Here. A6 call. A6 snap calls. Well, I mean, this is kind of interesting because he's doing something that's not theoretically sound. So
yeah, we're out of theory.
Is leaning one way better to exploit than just trying to play theoretically sound in this spot? So it's interesting. Jack 10 is an awful jam here, Savage Ash, it says. Call in the middle, no raise. All right, we are jamming because that is what Jellyfish is doing.
We are going 50.
And you're check raising on this board. Small. Man, this is crazy.
Well, that's what Jelly's doing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Hollywood's doing.
Jam looks a lot more bluffy.
I actually think I am calling.
I'm calling.
I don't raise the overbet very much. He's still got all the straights. I would have check raised this had he gone some sort of normal-ish size, but when he goes this big, generally the bigger the bet, the less we check raise, the less we 3-bet. And there are straights out there, so I would, and then there's still 9s out there too, so I would 100% call.
So I mean, there is some thought to. There's 20. We put in 20. There's 30. There's gonna be 50.
There's gonna be 50 out there.
And we're gonna have 77 in our stack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we still have a player behind. Like, you could convince me, like,
player behind's never coming along, right? Like, we can agree to the overbet plus a call. The guitars, Andy said he was a good player. He's only coming along.
It's not non-zero. It's not a non-zero.
It's less than 10% of the time.
I mean, people spaz out with ace 10 suited, right? With all the backdoors.
Good players.
Bad ones.
Well, he said this guy was a good player, though. He said guitars was a good player.
He's folding there. Yeah, Jack 10's still in his range as well, but you're probably going to stack it versus that with a set anyway and run it for 2 streets.
Contra says
I almost wonder though, like, if we jam here, we run it versus everything, no matter what. You're going to lose the money versus the money's getting in versus Jack 10. But sure. Is there portions of his range, like some 10x, 9-10 and stuff like that, we should get the money in versus now? Some of his 9x when he goes this big, because equities can shift and then
talking
he
about
only
James or
morning.
Guitar?
James.
Yeah.
Because equity, I'm just like a small. I would always call here, but I am thinking of like a raise not being the worst thing in the world.
Oh, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. When this guy's doing this, he's got a hand, but I think it's a hand that's weaker and needs protection. The problem is he still has some nuts in his range, which is...
Yeah, who cares? But you're going to run it versus that anyway. But what I'm saying is you're going to run into the nuts. Who cares? Like, you have a fucking... But if you keep them as wide as possible on a 3-line board, portion of that range only puts in more money when it improves to the straight. Or the board gets scary when you could have stacked it versus 9x or something like that. This guy's bad. So I'm just thinking like the board either... comes the way in which we don't get to stack. He doesn't get to run it unless he fucking actually hits the straight, or something like that. So I don't know. It's interesting to me.
I don't know if this guy's
would
going to run
call.
it unless something crazy comes. But like this guy's going to run it regardless.
But I'm thinking like all the guys who are out there raising and jamming, I can kind of feel you a little bit. I feel you. Like I know where you're going with it, and I know what you mean. So, cool. Let's go ahead and call. But I would think about raising for sure.
Hollywood going 50.
Let's do it.
So because Guitarzan has checked on this
Raise
flop,
Call
I think most of the time he's going to have a hand that is check folding, so we can pretty much forget about him in terms of our plan for the hand. He's usually going to be betting hands that need protection for value, especially against this player. So we're really looking at a situation where we're heads up against James Heron. And what do we want to do? We don't want to fold middle set, no siree Bob. I don't think we want to call because we're out of position and that may give him a free river. So we want to raise. Yes. If our opponent has 9-10, 8-10, 7-6, pocket jacks, pocket tens, ace-9, anything of that nature, we want to build the pot now. He's not going to fold those hands, and we want to get him to be pot committed. So the question is, do we raise 50 or do we go all in? And sometimes against these player types, shoving's just going to be the move. He's overbet the pot. He may like his hand.
Jellyfish.
I might just want to get all the money in now before there are any scare cards and make it one quick for him to call off and gamble.
Sorry.
I just didn't know if he was that eager. So I went for the $50 raise. It sets it up so it's going to be an easy commitment on the turn. And it also gives him room to raise all in if he likes his ace-9 and wants protection or something. Get a fold from Guitarzan. James calls. Turn is a king. Actions on you. What should you do? Half pot size bet. Should you check? Bet $10, bet $30, or go all in?
Who was paying attention? Because Evan gave the answer in his little speech before we got to the street.
I griefed it. I hit call and Jellyfish went all in. Now I have to go back, and if I hit back, do I have to go through each part to see what he got?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go all in here, then I'll go back through it instead of just doing it like that. Oh, I mean, jamming, all the chippies jamming, not a damn soul not jamming.
Yeah, most people hear all in as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry, Jellyfish. I apologize. Because you nailed it as well, man. You nailed it. You crushed it. There's really nothing to say with the half SPR, everything missed, and you have a set, and it's a safe turn. Just what do you want to do? Check and let him see.
Evan said he was setting up the perfect jam on the turn. He said it in his speech.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. There ain't a goddamn thing we can do but go all in. Yep. Let's do it. Rip it.
Yep.
I'll go back for you, Jelly. I want to see you.
Interesting situation here because the king is a little bit of a scare card. If he has jacks, tens, or a 9, he's not going to be loving the king. I don't particularly think he's going to get away from those hands, though, because there's so much in the middle and so little behind. So I don't like checking and potentially giving him a free card if he was drawing. I also don't think... Like, if he overbet the pot and then called a raise, I don't think it's likely he just has some kind of pure bluff that was floating. I think he's more likely he has some kind of a draw. I think it's important that we charge that draw. So I don't like checking and giving him a free card. I don't like betting 10 because that gives him the right price with those draws. Betting 30,
come on, brother,
not planning to fold,
what we doing here?
Gives him around the right price to call with the draw, whereas going all in doesn't. So I know in game I bet around 30 because I thought the all-in bet might look a little stronger, it might look a little scarier, and I wanted to rope my opponent in a bit more. But if we're talking purely from a mathematics perspective, and there's a decent chance our opponent has a straight draw, we want to just shove here so we're not giving him the right price to continue. If we somehow knew that his range was only comprised of made hands, then we could bet the smaller amount. But, pairs and straight draws, pocket tens with a straight draw, even jacks are pretty much getting the right price when we bet this. So shoving is actually the optimal play here. That's why we raised what we did on the flop, and that's why it is the 10-point play on the river. So we bet 31. Our opponent folds. I was very surprised by that, and I wonder if the turn was a deuce, if he would have still folded. Didn't quite know what this guy was up to. There were so many different hands he could be holding, but I was happy that we went with the large raise size on the flop versus the overbet and got him more committed to the pot. Maybe we should just shove flop. Maybe we should have got a better turn card. Maybe we'll just be happy that we made the decisions that we did and picked up the $100 pot that we did. Anyway, another fun hand as always.
So before you...
this has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoach.com. I hope you enjoyed this quiz. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Oh, we switched it. So if he lost points at any point before that one fuck up...
Yeah, we did. We lost.
Okay.
Because we have a 2 sevens before, even if we got a perfect 10
So
on
you
the
don't have to
turn.
rerun it.
On the third one, yeah, we don't have to rerun it. But Jellyfish, I do like the play, decision to jam. I personally like it. I kind of felt bad after I said call, like the jam just makes more sense when you think about it, right? I like it a lot. So good stuff, brother. Even though we lost, that was well played.
You got time for one more?
Yeah, I got time for uno más. Right. So yep, we got time for more. I'm having fun. This is fun. Done this in a minute. Cool. You got a keyword?
Should we use butt off?
Butt off. Man said butt off. Butt off. Butt the fuck off. I mean, it depends on his equity, but yeah, even if he's drawing. I know what you mean there. Like, if he does still have a draw, he almost like feels like to call. It's getting a pretty better price on some of that stuff. So yeah, it's interesting.
If you were in the cutoff or the button and not the butt off, would you have played the hand differently?
If I was,
is it more of a call with the middle set in the butt off versus the cutoff or the button?
In the butt off rather than the cutoff.
What quiz?
Oh shit, I wasn't even looking. Yeah, let's pick one. Let me see what we got. I clicked the classes, not quizzes. Well played.
It's true, Meatball. We gotta milk it for all it's worth.
Do we end with the solver practice? Sure. I don't know, man. Solver practice tilts me because his solver is Odin, and nobody likes it. A final table. Ooh, 2197. We were doing a little bit of final table work in a study group this Thursday.
Okay. This is multi-way final table too, which shouldn't happen very much.
Yeah, it should be hell, and it's not going to be fun, but we will get better from it, so it's going to be good. Am I wrong for thinking like that? No, I mean, it's good to think of all those situations. It's not bad. No. You think about what his calling range, it's good to think about what he could potentially call you with and what kind of price you're giving him. It's not bad, bro. It's good. Nah, Originals fam. Old school fam. Even though they needle me sometimes, we'll allow it. You know, it's built in.
Who's needling you? Someone picking on you?
Oh, just raging out again. You know, it's all good. We're family at this point. It's like your uncle coming in, just cracking jokes on you.
No one listens to Al anyway.
Yeah. Needling us. That's cool. Butt off is loaded and ready to go.
Say that again.
Butt off is ready. Reese is in the final table. Your range is tight. Yep. All right. You ready?
Yeah, we can run it.
Yep. Reese's Cups wins the butt off. Let's go.
Hey, Jerome. Toda's final table studies every Friday night. That's right, bad bro. We got fucking 3 jackpots in a row, 3 weeks in a row.
Sheesh.
We were just talking about this too. Like, I won the Frostifier 2 weeks ago. I won it last week and then took 10th this week. Been crushing my own tournament. Holy shit.
That's nasty as fuck. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's kind of impressive, bro.
Man, it's crazy.
All right, let the butt off begin. 2197. You ready?
Yep.
In this hand, we are at the final table of a $100 tournament on Global Poker. There is 3, 6, 7 players remaining.
Put this all in
we have 13 big blinds. There's a 15 big blind stack here, another 15 big blind, and
Matt says,
a couple of big stacks, a couple of medium stacks.
I am the global master.
And it folds to us here in the low jack. We have ace jack offsuit. Should we fold, call, raise to 2,000, or go all in?
You did win one of those jackpots, Hollywood. I think it was last week, right? Might have been the week before.
12 big stack, boys. Home sweet home. G-Chin is all in. Metal Mario's all in. What's up, LaRock? Good afternoon. You said morning, you West Coast? Where you at? Eric's raising. Jellyfish is folding. After you just lost your goddamn mind in the last one, now we're folding?
You talk about Jelly?
Yeah.
He's mixing, right? He's
mixing.
he's staying unpredictable.
Click it. Oh, he says final table. Okay.
What up, Sage and Cats?
I don't think we want to induce with 12 big blinds. We are the shortest stack, so jam is fine, I think Beto says. 2.146493 BB open. Neat. So yeah, I mean, this is interesting. I like this because
this is a spot you actually talked about on Thursday, a similar spot like this.
Hell yeah. I look at this shit all the time.
Oh no, Jerome's got a bail. Jerome, you're the contestant. Fuck.
Should you're not? Reese is gonna make his own decision. Reese has to play these hands. You guys are just the voices in his head. He still has to play the hand. You guys are just the voices in his head. All right, Reese is raising.
Yeah, wait, hang on a second. Jerome, you want to stick around and do it, or should I re-roll? Because you're the guy.
I ain't yamming. Jet. What up, Cardinals? Yamaroo. He's all in.
All right, cool. So what are you doing here, buddy? You limping, min-raising, or jamming?
Husky is going 2 bigs. I know, but I don't want to get 3-bet by
Trump can't quit his job. He runs that bitch.
I have to fold this hand. Woof. So I got something to say. This is super cool because you ready?
Yeah, Jerome, hurry up, buddy. Which action? There was a little confusion. Sorry, Sixes.
No, you're good. Suited, I would jam from the cutoff.
You're fighting for me, buddy. Which action?
Sheesh. It's a fucking struggle bus over there.
He's excited. 2, min-raising.
Oh, he's min-raising. Cool. Min-raise.
Yeah, min-raise is good. We should have, I don't think.
Guys, you have.
Most jams. We don't have a lot of jams here for 12 bigs.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like people are. So I've seen a handful of folds.
A lot of people jamming.
I've seen people wanting to go all in. It's important to know you still have a 12 big blind opening stack. Your stack still has utility. You already have a tight ass fucking range. So, and you're gonna want to have aces, kings, right, in that opening range. So you don't want to open rip aces. So you're naturally still gonna want to have hands you open. And your range is already tight, so nobody's really going to want to fuck with you too much. Yep. So you still get to get away with raising hands in this range. Don't be scared. Stop having the monsters under the bed. Literally, people are out here manufacturing single hands that people are going to raise them with. What?
Yeah, also we saw on Thursdays.
You can't have monsters under the bed like that, dude.
We were in a similar spot like this. Min-raising on like 10 bigs, I think it was. Right? 10 down to 8.
Yeah, guys, like we can't be just thinking of like the bad things that are going to happen to it. Somebody's going to 3-bet me here, and I don't want that to happen. You can't play poker like that. What the fuck? Don't be playing poker like that. Your dad, you have to be stronger than that mentally. We can open here if something bad happens.
Or just realize
you've had 10 big blinds before. Who cares?
When you open in this early-ish position raise on this bet side, on this stack size, it looks strong as fuck. So when you do get that bet, like
it's real.
You know you're in trouble. Right.
Yeah, you've actually ran it, and you probably saved yourself because some people are jamming this and then running directly into the nuts. Yeah. Right? So stop playing scared. Just open this. And the important thing is you're going to have an opening range here because you're going to have, like, you want to open because you want to open aces, and you don't want to open rip aces. You don't want to open rip kings. And if you're only min-raising those and have no other min-raises and you're ripping everything but aces and kings, you're too easy to play against. Mm-hmm. Right? So, 2 big. Let me make sure. Reese said 2. Yep, we're going 2.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
2. It's not 2.
This is a spot that I think people get wrong quite often in tournament poker at final tables with these types of stack sizes.
Still folding.
The correct answer here, in my opinion, and in the solves that I have run, is that we should be raising to 2,000 and pretty much never going all in. Now, I think with like 13 big blinds here, a lot of people are just conditioned to like mostly just go all in. Some raise folding with hands like aces, kings, and queens with like a pretty polarized range. The issue here, so in Chip EV, that is more the case because we still want to be playing a lot of hands. And in order for us to play a lot of hands, we need to have an all-in range that prevents us from having to raise call off with like Queen Jack suited or King Jack suited. A lot of the hands like pocket sevens, we want to create fold equity. We have good equity and we get called. At a final table though here, we're not really that encouraged to play a lot of hands here. Sticking around, folding can actually be plus EV in final table options. Now, Ace Jack here is just too strong of a hand to fold. We have good blockers. We're going to get a steal through a lot here. So min raising, this has to be the case. Now, the follow-up question a lot of people get here, well, what do you do when you get all in? You're just going to have to fold. Not necessarily. The issue why we just min raise our entire range here is we're going to be playing pretty tight, raising around 15% of our hands here. Okay, and a good way of thumb is thinking about what range can you really stack off with here. And if you think about like nines plus ace queen suited and like ace queen off, that's about 5% of the deck. So if you raise 15% of the time here and you call off with nines plus ace queen, that's 5%. About a third of the time you're going to be raise calling off. That's pretty much the range that we're going to stack off versus like any of these 5 remaining players. A hand like ace jack is a type of hand here we're going to like raise fold to the hijack, raise fold to the cutoff, raise fold to the button probably, and then like if the small blind or the big blind go all in, that's probably where we raise call. The reason being these players can go all in slightly wider than say the hijack because they don't have as many players left to act behind. So the general strategy here is you like a hand like ace jack might be a hand where we're raise folding to these first few players and like we're going to raise call off with say the big blind who's going to have a wider rejamming range versus the hijack's going to have a pretty tight 3-betting or rejamming range because of like the covering stacks behind. There's 3 significant stacks here. So by shoving here, the risk reward is just not that great because we're only picking up 2.5 and our range is so tight raising here at like 15% of the time. There's not much these players can do about it because we're going to run into the, they're going to like run into a hand we're going to call off with a pretty strong hand here fairly often. So the mistake players make here is they open raise too much and then they don't call off wide enough. So like versus the big blind, maybe we're going to call off like pocket 8s, maybe even pocket 7s and like ace jack, versus the hijack here we're going to call off like 9s plus and ace queen suited, for example. But overall our ranges that we min raise with here, it's going to be tight enough that these players really can't just go crazy rejamming on us, stealing, 3-bet stealing on us. And with our range being so tight, we just don't need to go all in because our range is strong enough to defend appropriately versus the rejam. So that's like the important part there. If you open tight enough here and correctly enough, you don't have to worry about the rejam because you're just going to have a strong enough range to defend. You see here in game, I made it 12,000 or went all in, and I get all the folds here, but this is still, I think, a mistake. I think min raising is going to be the highest option here. This is getting close to the bottom. I would open like ace 10 off here, probably even ace 9 off, but we want to be pretty blocker heavy. And then I'm just folding hands like pocket 6s, pocket 5s, pocket 4s. I mentioned 7s here. Like you could even fold 7s pre-flop here. We want to be more ace X focused here and king X focused. We want to block the high cards that are going to rejam here. So like, a safe opening range here would be like 8s plus, ace 10 offsuit, king jack offsuit, king 9 suited, most of the suited aces, something like that, and then you're going to call off wider against the big blind than you do the hijack. But risking 2 big blinds, it just gives you an out, and your range is strong enough. You don't have to worry about being exposed by the players rejamming because it's a final table and you can't call off that wide. So hopefully this helps with some final table, kind of a basic quiz, but there's a lot of concepts here that I think a lot of people make a mistake on.
Quiz that was just 18 minutes long? Is that what happened?
Yep. And that's fine because it's a little bit of final table work. It's only one hand, But in that one
It's actually a hand everyone
I think
fucks up.
these kind of situations are very fucked up at these final tables. We have people wanting to fold. We got a lot of people that were just ripping and not understanding the ranges. People with monsters under the bed, not understanding that your range is already tight as fuck. They can't do anything versus it. You're just going to snap them off. So nobody wants to 3-bet you light. So yeah, take these opens. He gave you a good structure, not griefing it with the middling pair, the small pocket pair. I think too many people would open jam 4s and 5s here, which is a gigantic mistake. So yeah, be careful. And even though it's one hand, I think we're all here to get better and learn, and that's what it's about. And this was great.
Yeah.
Rough ride. Thank you for that follow. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they both swish.
They both switched and called heads for Jerome.
Jerome called heads, so you're just in flip city, baby. Good luck to the variance gods.
And like normal life, loses the flip. It's tails.
It's tails. You lost.
I feel bad. He was out, hung around for the quiz, got the one question quiz that was 18 minutes long, switched it, and then lost the flip.
Yeah, poker's great. Poker. Welcome to poker. You just won a flip. You just got the money in good. You just got in a flip and won that motherfucker. So make sure to whisper me.
Poor Jerome.
Make sure to whisper me, Reese's. That's super cool. And I'll make sure to get you $5 holla on PayPal. So that's cool. This was a fun session, though, guys. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up. One thing I also wanted to add here. Where's it at? The poker coaching study groups. Let me go here to the events. Guys, got the study stream here. If you're not in the poker coaching Discord, you should join, man. We hang out. I host 2 study streams, study sessions a week. One on Tuesday for cash games, as you can see here, which is a lot of fun. This week, we're going to get back into the goals and put in some more work, post-flop work. Probably getting the 3-bet spots a little bit. And then every Thursday at 12:15, me and Toe, we have a study group in there as well where we do MTT work. So, yeah, if you guys are interested and want to hang out with us some more, the opportunities there. And if you can see here, we have a ton of fucking study groups in here, man. Luis has one. New study groups are starting all the time here. Slippery Rock has one. There's one on Friday for cash games. So, a lot of resources, man. Poker can be lonely as fuck. So, if you ever get lonely and bored, man, there can be other people you can talk poker with, study with, man. Those Tuesday study group is at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? And I know other people in there have started study groups, found accountability partners, right? Have fucking made good vibes and friends from being in these study groups. So you guys, if you're interested, it's there. And I'm there every week. Toe's there every week. Toe's in there answering hand histories. So that's another resource for you guys, man. Explanation point Discord. There you go.
What do you want to throw the host to?
Let me drop this. He asked for a subscription. I got you, brother. Reese's. I don't know who's streaming. I haven't looked yet. I'm just
obviously Giraffe, and then or we go somewhere smaller.
I'm always about supporting the smaller guys, man. Giraffe is fucking rich. He has everything. Everybody knows him. Does he really need our viewers? Somebody else actually needs
you need his viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody else needs him. Somebody else needs our viewers. He doesn't need a goddamn thing. He's set.
All right.
That's my man, but he's set for life. He's good. Who we got? Damn, there ain't too many people smaller than us on right now. Fuck. I ain't got nobody. I have nobody.
You can throw it to a
no, thank you for hanging out.
Or we can kill it.
Who is Global Happiness Poker?
Done.
Who is that?
Fucking
Global Happiness Poker. That they're getting it. All right, guys. I'll be around tomorrow. I actually might be around today, setting up YouTube. I'm going to start streaming on YouTube tomorrow, so I might get on, test some settings here because I'm going to multi-stream from Twitch and YouTube. So I'm gonna try to maybe fuck around with that at some point today. So you might see me on. All right, guys, enjoy your day. Good luck. Thank you guys for hanging out. Pucks, great call. I got to set that up. I don't have that yet. But yep. Take care, guys. I'm out.
See you later. Peace.
Peace.